People. Que pasa, sakpa, say what they do. Now, the first thing that is popping in the news is an update about a 9-year-old that lost his life under controversial, questionable circumstances. Gabriel King, his mother claimed that them hold her at gunpoint, take her out of the car, take away the car, the little boy in the back seat. You know the story. However, what is even more controversial and questionable is the progress that has been made, or lack of progress that has been made as it pertains to the investigation. It is obvious that there's some sort of cover-up. It is obvious that somebody's palm has been greased, somebody is taking some sort of bribery, and that somebody is the people who are supposed to serve and protect the system of justice in Jamaica is under question once again. Now, people, a lot of persons have been contacting me on WhatsApp, YouTube, asking for updates about the little boy. However, I did not hear anything, because it seems as if everything has been swept under the rug. Everybody's mum, everybody's mute, including the relevant authority, who are supposed to be investigating this case. Now, people, I got some information the other day, and somebody said to me, you know, sister, them cremate the little boy the other day, about a week or two ago, on the 4th of March to be specific. And I said I had no idea. How is that a case like this, a high profile case like this, that is still under investigation, the body, which is a part of the evidence, was destroyed, cremated? That makes absolutely no sorts of sense in any sorts of places that do investigation in a civilized world, including Jamaica, even though we're kind of back a time, back a cow sometimes. So I said to myself, let me check. When I check, I saw that there was a back and forth with the family wanting the body, and the authority wanted to keep the body just in case for further investigation. However, people, like you know, in Jamaica, money and power always trumps all. Money and power always wins all. So therefore, based on the information that I am getting, it is said that this youth had his final send-off or cremation on the 4th of March. Now, people, let me ask you a question. I understand a big man, a elderly man, him know say him up in a age. He has conversation with his family and say, listen, when I pass, I want to be taken out by this method. That is a decision that a grown man is going to make. However, whenever a family member makes decision like that for a little child, unless it is because of religion, unless it is because of some sort of religious belief, whatever you want to call it, especially the fact that this case is presently in front of the court, and whatever evidence that you can use, even if you feel like you don't use it, just in case, to be on the side of caution. Wouldn't you think that this body was supposed to be preserved, was supposed to be at some sort of morgue, just in case they needed further investigation, just in case people want to know, just in case Jamaica curiosity wants to know what was the result, what was the finding of the autopsy. So people, the family, get back the body, and if it is your child and you want the body, it is your rights. However, when you as a parent is one of the suspect, or the suspect, meaning the wife and possibly the husband too, because we see say the wife is in denial and then the husband is backing the wife 100%. So therefore, if she is responsible, and then he is backing her, that would make him an accessory. That would make him facilitating the FUCKRY. However, what I cannot understand is how it is that we hear these popo, them going at the media, and them say they are going to make sure that because of the seriousness, because of the cold-blooded way in which this youth lost his life, we're going to do everything. We're going to use all the manpower, all of our resources, and get to the bottom of this. And people, based on what they said, them buck up in all sorts of stumbling block, all sorts of hurdles, all sorts of stuff. So therefore, the people that they expected that would be concerned or most concerned for the well-being of this child, whatever persons that is supposed to give the information or collaborate or assist the popo in any sorts of way, they are the persons that are putting up the most resistance. So how is it that you and I, as legal, law-abiding, tax-paying citizens in Jamaica, are supposed to take the government of Jamaica, the relevant authority, the justice system, serious when we see that there is an obvious double standard? When we see that these people are not very serious about crime fighting or solving any sorts of crime or the takeaway of innocent people. Because people, remember, if you as a system don't have any sorts of sympathy, don't have any sorts of feeling conscience in yourself to make sure say you solve a very wicked crime in Jamaica, how is it that the average man, or not even the average man, the next criminal elements out there are going to look at it? And people, I don't want to give anybody any sorts of excuses, because 2 or 3 wrongs don't make a right. So therefore, if them do for them wrong, it does not make a difference if somebody that is rich is doing wrong. 2 wrong will never make a right. 3 or 4 even worse. But me just say, how is it that you expect the average person to even respect your decision or take you serious when you talk? When we realize that you talk from both sides of your mouth, there is definitely a double standard. The people that have money can basically get away with any sorts of thing, including MURDER. People are not going to look at you as if you are really serious, as if you really want to make any sorts of change. You want to make changes when it has to do with people from the garrison, with the typical scammer, the typical gunman. However, Mr. So-and-so, the people up in the upper echelon, you're not going to do anything whenever them get themselves in a trouble. It is as if they can buy themselves out of any and everything. And people, truth be told, this is yet an next perfect example why we cannot take the government of Jamaica, the POPO, the JCF, any sort of investigative body very seriously, because we see they can be paid off, they can be bought, them can turn a blind eye, them can hear and deaf, them can do everything that they are not supposed to do, that is opposite, the polar opposite to what their job title is. So people, me just assure you, yet again, the JCF is questioned yet again. And next rich people basically get away with the taking away of somebody, and what is even worse, their own family member. So people, we are talking about friend killer, we are talking about family, MURDERERS. If all the fingers that were pointed on these specific people are the ones that basically responsible, there is no other suspect, nobody else has been wanted, nobody else name has been mentioned as any sort of person of interest. The person of interest and the suspect in all of this, everybody know is who. However, everybody is mute. Everybody that can make any sorts of changes. Point blank and period.